Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Hello viewers, and welcome to the Sexy Brutale. And you're probably wondering, why am I streaming this game again? Because after the last stream, yeah, it was terrible with the audio issue. So hopefully we're gonna play this again, and hopefully that this problem will not occur again. And yeah, I did decrease the volume. It's because of I'm not used to volume on stream, so yeah, so I learned my lesson, so from now on I'm probably gonna do a test stream before doing a new playthrough when streaming, so I have to decrease the volume every time. So yeah, we're doing Sexy Brutale, and this was made by Tequila Works and another company, so yeah. Murder slash a puzzle and Metroidvania style game. And I will admit, if you ever played the original stream, yeah, the music's like really damn good. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy this replay through and see if my opinions change about this one. So hopefully you can hear me more. And if I have to, I'll probably have to tinker it in the next couple of streams, hopefully in audio testing, to make sure that I can get sort of a good balance and making sure that my voice doesn't go too high or the music is too much, etc, etc. So yeah, I had to delete the old save. So yeah, we're gonna play a new game of Sexy Brutale, and I'm just gonna go through the full playthrough, but none of the... You can get different endings depending. And getting the invite, like all 9 invites, require you to do a lot of going back and doing certain things, so yeah. So yeah, let's do Sexy Brutale, and hopefully I get this right. Hopefully the improvements make it better. Marquis is an enigmatic owner and creator of the Sexy Brutale Casino. Every year he throws a masked ball for select guests. His impeccably trained staff cater to every desire, but this year something very terrible has happened. The guests aren't getting what they want, but you can find out yourself, Lafcadio Boone. After all, you have all the time in the world. So yeah, this is a Groundhog's Day style of game. Time to move on, old man. Never take off your mask off. It will give you a chance, just a chance. You are not weak, and I will help you. But he is so strong. So yeah, this is just basically a tutorial. This first thing is just a tutorial to get you aggravated to the controls. So yeah, go through the door. Look through the keyhole. So basically it's just giving you standard. Must be here. What was that? Calm down, Reggie. They won't look for you here. Probably. Go through the door. So yeah, that's Reginald Sixpence. Listen. Sort 2. Follow him through the door. Look through the keyhole. Wait, where is it? It's just garbage. Who locks garbage in a safe? Oh, there's something shiny down there. Look through the keyhole. Lucas, what have you done? I'm terribly sorry, sir. Huh? No, you can't. Please. You don't know what's going to happen. Ah, now I must correct you, sir. I know exactly what is going to happen. And he is shot. What will happen if I'm going to shoot you mercilessly with this gun, and then have a bastard of a time getting rid of your body? And now we're in a different part of the house. He is coming. Hide. Let's have a look. Ha! It is still loaded. Let's see if this works. I guess there's always plan B if it doesn't. Time to move. Exit hiding place. Open door. Look through the keyhole. And this is the same. I'm terribly sorry. And this is the same guy killing Reggie with the gun. Nestling in the chest, and then have last times getting the stain out. And you can't be in the same room on other people who's wearing masks. Be calm. You were not seen. He is not chasing you. Look back through the door. Spy. Where the hell is 7 Clubs? He can bloody well come and help me with the body. I'm not lifting it on my own. He did not see you. He will not chase you. No one in this mansion will. That was my gift when I touched your mask. It will protect you, but only for a short time. The staffs are murderers here, and the guests are the victims. But they are all controlled, dominated by the masks they wear. I have one more gift for you. This pocket watch is important. I took it from the man you saw murdered, the broken pocket watch. If you can return it to Sixpence, that's Reggie, he will be able to unlock its full potential. But first, you will have to save him. I have to go. He will find me if I stay. And we get our first power-up, our first gift, the broken pocket watch. Use the pocket watch to restart the day from 12 p.m. The pocket watch is particularly smashed and it resets at 5 p.m. If you find some way or someone to repair it, you will gain more control over time. Here you can see the current guests you are trying to save. And right now we're trying to save Reginald Sixpence. And actually, the answer to this one's already been figured out if you didn't know how to. The marquee invites you to tonight's show at 7 p.m. in the theater. So yeah. So now we know the time when Reginald dies. So the map, as you explore the sexy Brutale, your map will be built up with the rooms you have discovered. The movement of characters you have seen will be added to the map. You can adjust the time shown by the map by using the time scrubber. More details and events. In our current mission, this corridor thinks perhaps... Yes, if Thanos' blueprints are correct, the safe should be here. Okay, let's grab what we need. The blank cartridge. Nothing. Oh, nothing to himself. Empty, for the love of... We're running out of time. And I missed my chance to put the blank cartridge into the gun, so... Oh, hi. You're just seeing me replay the sexy Brutale, and because the last one had a lot of audio issues, so I'm doing this one all the way through again. I'm just gonna wait until this guy, the servant, leaves. I know I'm running out of time. You are lucky, sir. Beating you with death with a candlestick. Both of us, so... And he leaves. Go into the other room. I'm going to check with Sixpence. I'm gonna get his invitation. That's the only reason I went to wait until the last possible minute. Okay, now that I got his invite, mostly the invites of all the 9 guests are going to be mostly with their dead bodies, except for a few. But overall, there's another room I want to check out down here. I know that the fire will prevent me. I'll look for you here. So yeah, so the solution to Reginald Sixpence is actually quite easy. Just grab the bullet that comes out from the safe in this room, Just wait until Sixpence leaves, grab the blank cartridge, and head over to the games room, the hunting room, where the gun is going to be taken by the servant. So yeah. And whenever you're in a room with someone else with a mask, you can't interact with any of the places. So you gotta make sure when they're gone, they're gone. And you can tell by when the mask is not on fire from Boone. So yeah. So let's head over. Okay, there goes 2 diamonds. Now we can put the bullet into this gun. The blank cartridge slides in easily. The blank will be the next shot. So basically, we just changed this guy's future. Everything will play out just the same. But with the blank bullet, we might as well just saved him. What the hell? What is wrong with this blasted thing? Blank for F! It better be a second round in here. Otherwise it'll be plan B for you, I'm afraid. Ah, that's got it. Here we go. Coward, you coward! And he just basically knocks him out. Or maybe dead. Hot golden duck cracking job. This feels very different. Why am I wearing this mask still? And original Sixpence is safe. God, I gotta love the music in this one. Ah, so much better. Good lord, love cardio. Hello. I just usually say Boone because it's much easier. Where are we? Do you know? And wait, is that my pocket watch? I have the strangest feeling I've been looking all over for this. You've done quite a number on it. And I hope that the audio and the commentary is much better than the last one. There, that should see her right. All fixed, and we get our fixed pocket watch. Now I think I should go back to the party. And we now possess the fixed pocket watch. Use the pocket watch on any ticking clock. This will save your game and set that clock as your starting point for each day. With the watch repaired, a full day is now open to you. So yeah, it's basically Metroidvania with Groundhog's Day. And so every time we save a person, we get an upgrade. So, someone's been having a slight tipple on the job. I think the servant's dead. Good show. Sleep it off, that man. And original Sixpence is safe. Take his mask. You will need its power. And yeah, because Metroidvania, we also get his mask as a reward. And now we have a new ability, Reginald's Clock Mastery. With Sixpence's mask, you can now create a bond with the clocks around the house. Use any active clock in the mansion to jump from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. You save Reginald's life. He was personal clockmaker to the owner of this mansion, the Marquis. Well, he has more than that, but the more important thing that the clocks in the mansion are tuned to him. Now that you have his mask, his power, they will respond to you. You have to go, quickly. Even now, the mansion is starting to undo what you have done. But you can fight back, saving one life at a time. This day will start again. I pray that Sixpence's power will free you from these rooms. If you are lost, find me in the casino. I will look for you there, by the clock. There are so many more guests here who need your help. Saturday. And time just basically repeats. And the marquee invites you to the night show at 7 p.m. You know, it's days like this I wish that was less complicated. And then maybe I wouldn't get this job difficult or something like that. And we officially start, the Sexy Brutale. The grand lobby and ballroom. So basically the main entrance. And now we have to find the casino. First, we're gonna have a little look around. There's this weird blue fire we can't do anything about. So we get the 9 of clubs here in this room. Ignore the statue for now. We will get to that reason of the statue later. There's another card on the top floor of this floor, but can't do anything about it. And here are 2 more guests. That's the one on the left is Thanos, and the other one is Rune. I'm just saying the most easier names to deal with. We'll get into them soon enough. So yeah, our main goal right now is to head to the casino. And this is probably the marquee. And this room over here, there's a card here, 7 spades. And we can't go in here without a key. And we can only get the key on the other side of the casino, once we get out of the casino in this chapter. So yeah, let's enter the casino. Boone. Oh, thank God. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if you would be able to leave the chapel. But you can. We have a chance. This is the casino, the front and the center of the Sexy Brutale. The guests here are Trinity and Clay. There are more, but you cannot reach them yet. You have time to watch and learn. You must save them both together. You save Reginald, and his mask is giving you the power over the clocks. They have all stopped, but if you can wind them, they will be very useful to you. I found the key for this area. That is all I can do for now. The winding key. Stopped. We get a new ability. New items. The winding keys. Stopped clocks in the mansion each need a specific key to be wound up. Use the matching key on the clock to wind up the clock. Winding the clock reveals the map for this area and allows you to make that clock your starting point each day. Use the winding clock key. I will find you when I can, Boone. Save Clay and Trinity. So yeah, we are officially moving on to our first pair in this one. Clay Rockridge and Trinity Carrington. And this is our second pair of guests that we have to save. So yeah, we're going to have to deal with a bunch of guests. So we got 3 different... So yeah, we got 9... So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 10 guests that we have to save. But right now... And there's only 3... Usually there's only 3 pairs of 2s. So yeah, we move down to our first pair, and that would be Clay Rockridge and Trinity Carrington. And we won't get into the final guest until at the end of the game. So yeah. So yeah, we got a lot to work. So right now, let's wind up this clock. And the times of these deaths will be... Clay will die at 10 p.m. and Trinity will die at 11 p.m. An hour apart, so yeah. Got plenty of time to look around. I'm probably gonna speed up death. This is where Clay is going to be. So yeah, he's gonna drink a lot of alcohol until he hits 10 p.m. Because the reason why, there's a servant that's going to go out from that door I'm pointing to, going to drop off a red glass that's much different. And here's that servant now, carrying a suspicious red glass. And that banging was probably from Sixpence's murder. So yeah, that's how Clay is going to die, because of he's going to drink that red poison. And Trinity is probably nearly close to her suspicious way of death. And there's a lot of business with the cameras. Wait, did I sync that? Oh, okay, no I didn't. That would have been embarrassing. Alright, now we got that story, we'll pop off here at the beginning of every shift, and there's nothing we can do here until later, I think. We'll officially come back here much later to deal with another puzzle. And we can't really go much further because of these locked panels, so we're officially stuck in the casino until when we learn the number password. We need a password, and we don't have that luxury. So Trinity is in... behind this door. Trinity somehow got into here. There she is. As shown, the show will begin in 1 hour. Person named Tequila. I do love this place. Well, she's gonna... Her fate is kind of sad. She gets eaten by a spider. That's how she dies. There's a spider in the same room. She can't do anything about it because she is effectively blind. So yeah, this is our main objective. So this is the key code for the CCTV panels. There's that ringing of the bell. Figure getting to that soon. We can't really do much with this one. This one is specifically set. Monitor showing footage. CCTV camera 3. Camera must be offline. The security screen shows static. So yeah, basically our main objective. Camera feed is now being shown on the main casino floor. So yeah, that's basically our goal at this point. So we have to go to CCTV camera 3, and this is right over here. This is the camera that we need because it will show Trinity almost getting killed by the giant spider. You can see the spider in the top left corner. Because the room is so dark, you can see it. Man, there's the spider. And the reason why she can't know where the door is. She has a very good hearing, but she's effectively blind. So yeah. That screws for her. I can't help her. Even if I could, I don't have the particular thing, and I can't be in the same room with other guests. So yeah, this is how he dies. Drinks his last non-poison drink. And getting to his death claim. She needs you. You have to see. You need to see. You are the worst stealing robot ever. I'm really tired. I need to finish and find Trinity. Very well, Clay. Oh, you made your choice. You win! I win. I'm wind 1. I'm 1 wind. Yeah, and that's the poison drink. Ugh, God, ack. And he dies from poison. And they die both at the same time, so let's grab what we need from this room. The 2 of hearts. And there's an invitation. And we got Clay's invitation. Alright, let's restart the day. Saturday. So now we know how to save Clay and Trinity at this point. So our main objective is to get back into the room where the spider is. Can't do anything about this room just yet. You know what, oh yeah, I can't do this room anyway. Because I need another ability later. Alright. Okay, let's quickly change this one. CTV cameras 3 should be active. And there's the guy preparing poison drink for Clay. So now we're all pretty much set to quickly head over. We've got plenty of time. This guy goes and does his own thing. Right then. Okay, and let's change the camera. And basically, that's how you solve it. Hey, the screen, it looks like Trinity? Trinity! What the hell, Trinity? Where is she? Trinity, I'm coming. Terrible run of luck, sir. Well, it doesn't matter that Trinity, as long as she's safe. From the spider. Oh god, easy now. Whoa, I got you. Clay, thank God. Let's get you up. Yay! Both Clay and Trinity are safe now. Oh, Clay, I have to get this mask off. I don't know what happened. What a fright. Boone? What are you doing here? Man, what a nightmare. Was it you who just turned on the cameras? If you hadn't, I don't know what. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's get out of here, Trin. A bet you could use a drink after that. Man, I could use a drink. You know me so well. Round of blackjack, losers does shots. Sounds like a plan with no possible downsides. After you. And for our reward for saving these two, we get Trinity's mask for our troubles. You found a way to protect them both, Boone. Clay is an unstoppable force. Once roused, he and his brother both. But it's Trinity who's special. Take her mask. It's her gift to you. And we get a new ability for our trouble. Trinity's perfect hearing. Trinity's mask allows you to hear even the smallest sounds. While spying or hiding, listen to whispered conversations or other quiet noises by using the power when prompt appears. Additionally, you will be able to hear more when you listen out to your surroundings. Trinity has exceptional hearing. Her blessing is now yours. With that mask, you will be able to find your way through the guest room. There is a girl there who is fighting so hard against the darkness in this place. She needs your help, Boone. And more of the house is starting to fall apart. Yeah, I forgot to mention, when you go to the map, you can get to show knowledge and hide knowledge. It's official that this will mean whatever items you get in the any knowledge that you learn throughout this place, you'll permanently remember it because time travel, blah blah blah. Now, first off, that we have to go in here. Because in that room, that's where the guard was. No, don't want to reset the day. And if you press R2, it'll let you use Trinity's power to be able to hear the quietest things. Ma'am, I'm so sorry, but no entry. This room is off limits. Off limits? Since where are rooms off limits? It's a surprise, ma'am. Ah, now I have to say dashable surprise. Oh, don't worry, I won't want to ruin any surprises. I wish you got more silent. Virtually hear the implied blah blah blah. And he's gonna type in the password that you needed Trinity's hearing, and the password is 5564. So yeah, from now on, we'll be able to go through any of the security doors in this room. I'm only coming down here 5564. And now this room is available. And I need another power up to even open this chest. That's in the later on. Another door here. Maybe there's a key here, and there's a vase. Can't do anything about that. And there's a mirror. That is odd. So yeah, let's get going. Okay, we're safe now. So let's go through. Oh, but before we do that, there's one more item. We need to get Trinity's item, and that requires going ahead to 8. And she dies at 11. So we're gonna do some speedy things. Go through a certain door. Picking up a card, the 3 of clubs. And there's a room to a bar cellar. And there's an item I want to get here super quick. The key of old habits. That's the key for that locked door on the other side of the building. So I think I can get this done super quick and get back here. Still have plenty of time to check Trinity's body. Because there is something in this room that I am curious about. Okay, open this door. Officially opens this door and enters a weird room. With a gorilla man or something, I have no idea. But I will kill. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And there's that weird flickering again. With the lights. That's in another part of the mansion, but we'll get into that very soon. And yeah, she dies from the spire at 11 o'clock sharp. Now we can quickly go in here, grab her invite. And now let's reset time. Because we got everything that we needed done. Saturday. Wrong door again. Didn't want to go there. Okay, so now that we got Trinity's invitation, now we can enter this room proper. It's 5564. Now we can access the second floor of the mansion. We can't do much on this floor. There's a lot of blue flames. So, first off, let's grab the 10 of diamonds. Oh, this room we'll get into the next time, so yeah, there's a person that just left. And that's not the one we want. Different guest in the house. Great, I can't get her. Can't get the card. Those gardens, Ellie, you're really no. I hope Willow is okay. So yeah, our next guest is Willow Blue. But all that talk of voodoo and this and that is whispering next to my room at night. It ain't right. I'll best get to the practice room. So she's gonna talk about that Willow is into voodoo magic. So yeah. And here comes Miss Tequila. So I'm gonna quickly... I can't do much over here right now. So yeah. Let's grab the 4 of hearts. The mansion's garden stretches out over the distance. And we'll be entering that garden very soon. The guest room. Oh, then we officially get introduced to Willow Blue, the flame in the dark. But we can't really do much help for her right now. And she's into voodoo. So yeah, nothing much that we can do. We could go poking around in this room. This is Tequila's room. Tequila Bell. It's signed by E. Bones. There's water seeping through and pulling into the room. The wall is damp to the touch. The top sheet was torn off. And poor Willow Blue oh, that's the patio, and this is the top floor of the grand hall. From here we can grab the 6 of spades. We're gonna have a look around. There's a lot of stuff that we can't do. Even this room's cut off for now. We can't do anything about this one either for right now. We don't have the necessary items to help us. There's the clock, but we need the winding key for this floor, for this part of the mansion. I miss you so much. Right now, I want to get that winding key in this room. There's the winding key, guest room, and the card. The 5 of diamonds. Can't do anything about this room. Not just yet, because we don't have the item that we need. And There's the winding key location. And there's that dinging of the bell that we just passed by. And Willow Blue is dead by hanging, and it looks like she left something. Looks like a key. Bone key. That'll unlock her desk in her room. Maybe we can find out something about what happened here. Let's make this our marking off point. Can't do anything about this because we're running out of time. We don't know where poor Willow goes to. So let's use the bone key on this box. So you unlock the desk by using the bone key. And let's see what we got. The desk contains some sort of recipe for something called Hungry Charm. And you've noticed there's been a lot of fish on this section. Because, yeah, we have 2 meals to go through and we need that key. So yeah, so let's restart time. Take the clock all the way back to the beginning. And let's find out what went on. What made her commit suicide. But first, we need to get our hands on the Hungry Charm. Blood flows to the charm. It must just softly asking more. And I know where those 2 fishes, the meals are. That one there, and this one. Blood flows to the charm and whispered, and now it's ready. We get the sated Hungry Charm. So now that we have to follow her. Follow Miss Willow. Hopefully she'll give us a clue. Miss a good opportunity. With the missing charm worries me, but without that recipe in my desk, that was your clue that something in the desk will help you, spreading your poison. Now back to the tank. I think I dropped my invitation. Yeah, we'll just casually switch places. It's a good thing you shared your secrets with me, Lucas. And we found a secret passage in the painting. Interesting. And she moves on. Waiting for the fire to go. And now we can enter this room. We required a sated Hungry Charm. The door is unsealing. Now let's go through the door super quick. And get up here. So this is what she was talking about. It's you who've been calling into tequila at night. Swamp blood runs through these veins. And to save her, we just need to have the water go through, not into the tank, onto the fire, the candle she used. And that'll save her. No, no. And before that, the fire goes out, and Willowbrew is safe. I will not hear you. But being threatened by a tiny little fish, strangely enough. But we'll find out more now that we have saved her from suicide. Locardia? Why are you here? I was going to do something terrible. I don't want to. I don't. I'm just so tired, Luffy. I'm so tired and so lonely. Why do I feel alone when they are so close to me? So close. I was going to do something terrible. But now you're here, and thank you. And Willowbrew takes off. And yeah, we just saved her. We're almost done with our first row. Take her mask. And now we have Willow's second sight. Willow's mask allows you to see things others cannot. The ghosts of the mansion will now appear as eerie blue cloud. Light Willow's candles to reveal ghosts fully, allowing you to see them, hear them, and talk to them. Willow can see things others can't. With her mask and her candles, you can too. There's more to this place than you know. And that's the thing she was talking to. Hello, Grandma. I don't think you'll win. Heh. There's time, girl. There's always time. And now we can access to another part of the mansion. Let's skip ahead to 8. But she's officially dead. Willowbrew is officially dead at this time, so I want to go back to her room. Go through this. Do I have to get the Hungry Charm? Yeah, I need to. I think I can, yeah, I think I can still pull it off. Get into that secret room and get the thing that we need. And by the way, to help you, that the mask, Willow's mask will only activate if there's a light candle. One of her candles have been already lit. So yeah, let's head over to the second one super quick and head back to that weird room and talk to Grandma. Charm, whispers, love, ready. And we will have to come back through all through the house after getting particular item, and there's that weird light flickering again. Doors unsealing. Thank you. Let's see what he has to say. Well now, Locavio Boone, I have something for you. Pass this on to our friend, our old friend, won't you? We're not so different, he and I. Not so different at all. I'll be waiting for you, Lafcadio. Heh. And that is... And this is Willow's Blues invite. So yeah, so... Now that we got that, let's restart the day. And now we must help our next victim. Tequila Bell. That we have to help now. So now we have to follow. Now this one's, the next guest is going to be stupid Bob. It's hardly worth stealing in this way. If you have to go rummaging in the ladies' bourgeois, I suspect finer things are colossal pervert like myself. I find it wholesome, not discussing lump of skull on string parse show. Tequila, please stay out of the painter room. Willow, sweetheart, I have to dash. I don't have to come that bar. Tequila, the Tequila Bell. Oh my yes. Keep your filthy hands to yourself. What? Fine, stupid witch, blotting my thumb. No, I didn't mean. It's not like I can even true sight of propping you up. Been acting weird, cooked up. I'm gonna find the girl, blah blah blah. Here you might know. Well, at least now she'll be safe. Well, yeah, now we have to go after Tequila Bell because she's our next target to help. Best get to the practice room. And she's on her way to go to the practice room. We just simply follow her. So let's follow her. Ghosts are in the way. The music rooms. Excuse me. Are you here to see Miss Bells perform too? Please don't let us stop you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Now we have access to the music rooms. Now we have to help Miss Tequila Bell, the Southern Siren, from her death. And she dies at around blue. She dies at 7, same time as... Oh, that's Sixpence's murder. Sixpence's death. Now this one's a little technical on this one to solve. Involves timing, and there's the winding key for this part of the mansion. So yeah, let's go to the... Let's head over to the clock. Sorry. Didn't need to. Okay, and let's make this our continuing on point. Now this one is going to be very technical on this one. I was a little stumped on this one, so yeah. There's a vase here, but we'll have to come back after when we're done. And there's a room with a record player. I did see a record. Final record player, there's nothing tunable. And I see a card over here. The 9 of Diamonds. So yeah, it's 6 o'clock, so let's find out how she dies. Oh, did you notice? The glass behind her is starting to shake. Yep, that's how she dies. Marvelous, marvelous. Help, help, someone. Help. That's how poor Miss Tequila Belle dies. We saw her in the where the giant spider is. Miss Belle, deep down you were jealous of the poison siren. You had a glorious glittering death. I shall now lay you to rest with all the promise from only hope. And she was just thrown into the garbage chute. You are welcome, Miss Belle. All of the guests die young, you know. Wonder though, wouldn't you be remembered Tequila Belle, singer extraordinaire, or Tequila Belle, noisy tart eaten by a spider? History can be so fickle. Job done. Plants of water, that's where the spider is. Broken glass. Metal bodies scattered all over the body. The mural lies in 1,000 razor-sharp pieces. Piano beautifully crafted from what appears to be bone. Storage closet key, and I think the only way to get her invite is from later on. So let's restart the day and try to help her. Saturday. Now we're in the music room. So yeah, the puzzle here is a bit finicky. I don't know how exactly this works, but what you need to do is to go into this room, take the vinyl record, the purple vinyl record, from this room, and put it into the room where, into Tequila Belle's, storage room, where she will die later on. Put it in here, turns, it begins to play. Instrument and other musical pattern hidden underneath the dust. I think it has something to do with the microphone. I shall play her song. It's quite unexpected spectacle. Tricky part coming up. And break for applause. What now? What the hell is that noise? Oh yeah, so you have to play it into that room, into the storage room, and he'll hear it. I'm gonna wait until he leaves, grab the key. Grab the key in this room, the storage closet key. Quickly head over to this room, where the servant will be. Was it murdering someone today? And we're gonna stop that. And he'll officially lock the door. The door's locked. That's how you save Tequila Bell. What the hell? I'm bloody locked in. And that's how you save Tequila Bell. More of the house is starting to rebel. Lucario, I wasn't expecting you. I have to practice for the big finale, but Red isn't here to play for me. You wouldn't mind? You play so beautifully. Beautifully. I had a dream. I wrote a horrible song, Lucario. It was a jealous, mean piece. I didn't mean it. I've always loved Lucas, but I wish the two of them every happiness. Oh, this song. He had me write this for her so long ago. It's perfect. From the top, then.
I had no intention to fall or to lose my calm. Oh, but you came along with that crystalline smile, and now I'm a fool for you. One look and I forget how to walk. One smile, no, I can't talk. One look and I shatter like glass. One smile, I'm whole again.
God, I love the soundtrack. That was beautiful, Lucario. She will love hearing it. Oh, what was all that about with Boone? That was odd. Anyway, we saved Tequila Bell, so she's safe. Take her mask, then come to the window. And with that, we get a new ability. We get Tequila Tequila's shattering voice. The singer Tequila Bell has one of the most powerful and beautiful voices ever heard. Tequila's mask will allow you to shatter delicate glass with her voice. Smash Messiah glass objects by using the power of her when her prompt appears. This window has a secret boon. Tequila's voice, shall we say it resonates in the mansion. Use the power she gave you. This room used to be the orchestra pit for the room below, the theater. Can you imagine what this place would have been in the height of its glory? The shows, the music, the life. Tequila loved to stand here up high, but the Marquis decided it was too dangerous. Her personal enjoyment was sacrificed for the greater good. Sometimes we have to hurt people to help them move on. The path will become clear, Boone. I'm sorry. And she pushes us down into the theater. And she's crying for some weird reason. Now we enter the theater, and we get introduced to probably the main villain of the story. Meet Gold Skull, or the man in gold. She believed she was keeping you safe. Yes, very, very clever. And he automatically sets the clock for the next room. But I think she has rather overplayed her hand. I will find her, and then be back for you. In the meantime, do enjoy the show. And this entire part of the mansion, the theater, is where we're going to be for a little bit. So yeah, we've been probably introduced to Goldface, or the man in the golden mask, the Marquis. We've been noticing there's a show that's going to be played in the theater at 7. Now we have our second pair, Grayson and Red Rockridge. And Red is the brother of Clay, who we saved a little while ago. So yeah. Oh, thanks. Thanks for that. Alright, right off the bat, we need to figure out how these two die, and because we don't need the winding key for this part of the mansion, we're perfectly good. So yeah, let's follow, and here they are. It's the egg. It's the Moloch egg. What was that? I told Lucas this place was falling apart. So now we have to follow these two. Try to get the bearings of what's going on in this house. First, we can get this playing card in the phases. Here in Smith, smash to piece something along about the King of Hearts. Ah, cough. I mean, that's not, well, maybe a little. Bingo. I make this look easy. But no one else on Earth could crack that lock. Now let's see what we have. God damn it, it's not an egg. Ooh, it is cold here. So another ghost. And let's grab this item. There's a large golden lighter in the safe. It's worn to the touch. And the lighter is our permanent key item. So no matter where we go, this won't leave. So, perfect golden watch. It is engraved with the letters LB. Lighter. An ordained golden lighter. It is engraved with the letters LB. So yeah, these two are permanent items. So yeah, now we can light up the candles. In any part of the house. I take it this is the egg. It is the egg of all eggs. Look at it. Bloody Lucas. And he knew it, that crazy rich bastard. Wait. Grayson, wait. Something's not right. The show's tonight, wasn't it going to be some kind of awful death-defying escape? Red, in all seriousness, this is all time that I could be spending getting a closer look at that egg. No man, look at those spikes, and those, what are those, electric pylons? Look, we can check to make sure nothing before you get into that awful death cage, please. Fine. You check that way, I'll check these rooms. Let's go and make sure it's all disconnected or whatever. What should I do without you to look out for me? Ha, you know it. Although, I just want to see. It could really hurt just to take a look. I mean, it might not even truly be the true Moloch again. Oh, sweet lord, it is! Look at it! God's that fat, burning room, and is it the craftsman? It's just wait. Hey, my hands! Quickly! What was that? Ouch! Hey, who's there? Red? Red? Grayson, why is the electricity on? Someone locked me in here. What? Who? I don't know. I didn't see. I can't get the cage open. My hair is standing on the end as it is. And my hands are trapped. Really trapped. What do you mean? Are you hurt? No, it's just... So yeah, this is the room where they die. So yeah. Grayson is gonna die from the spikes that'll eventually be dropped right on top of him. And while his best friend is gonna get killed by the electricity. So let's light up the candles super quick. And now we can talk to him, and he'll help us. Ah, you there, Lackey. Will you go and tell those bloody idiots to turn the power back on? They've been bothering about with the electrics in the basement. But tell them there's a circuit breaker behind the bookshelf on the northeast library right here. Lucas, bless him, had this whole place secretly wired up for the big magician show. He was such a fan of the disappearing acts. Great love of drama, you know. Anyway, shut up. You're boring me. So yeah, now we have a way of helping them. The off switch? Again? Possibly. Impossible. The partner? Alone. The off switch? Linked. Paired. Bloody impossible for that one bloke to turn it off on his own. He'll have to pull both switches on opposite sides of the stage at exact the same time you have any chance of turning off the power. Just give it a rest. We have done our job. I'm going to the bar. Fine. You're such a pain. To give me bloody headache. Buffy sees somewhere all the time. So yeah, once we get the power back on, we need to help those two, we need this switches powered up at the same time. Grab the 8 of diamonds. This will take us to the generator room. To one of the switches. That's what the item is to help us. 5 clubs. And he's never going to turn on the power. Now, you know what? I'm going to wait until when these two die. Then grab the invitation on red, and I think the only way you can get the other one is inside the cage after when the trick is done. So we would have to reset it and go back. There's a card here, so we can get to the card on this side. There's the mirror. And that's it. They both died from electrocution. So let's quickly get in here. Get to red. Technically, Grayson is not dead until when the spikes go up. And it's overall, but don't despair, look. He exactly as he should be. Not carved way, but still. And it's safe to go in. Grab his invitation. And let's reset the day. So now we know how to save Red and Grayson now. We have a specific idea how to save them. Go into this room. Up here. Go into this room. And there's the room that we need to get to. Flip the power. To blow some time off. And we're all set. I'm gonna get the card first. The 2 of clubs. Let me see, when does he go to the other room? So if I set the time for 8, and then quickly head over to the circuit breaker. Red, get me out of here. Get me out. There's a switch. That's not going to help, but we need to flip this switch alongside the other one. And it'll tell us when red is trying to flip the other one. Now flip it. And that's it. That's how you save both Red and Grayson at the same time. Gray, are you okay? Oh my god, it stopped. Red, what are you doing? The door is still locked. Bloody hell! I forgot what a total brute you are. Get these damn things off of you. There. God, that's better. And yay, we saved them both. Laffy, oh boy. I was in a bad way back there. Did you do something, Left Cardio? Did you help me? Thank you. Come on, Red. The bar is calling. That's quite enough drama for one day. And we're getting really close. We're coming down to our last few guests. Boone. He was here, wasn't he? Then why? Then let's put our mask on, new mask that we got. And with that, we get Grayson's power. Light-fingered touch. Professional thief turned security expert, Grayson is unparalleled locksmith. Grayson's mask allows you to crack physical locks within the mansion, open padlocks and safes by using the power when the prompt appears. Grayson was very talented safecracker. He used his gifts to create many of the systems in the mansion. You will not find many locks that can keep their secrets from you now. Not many, but some. You have to go. And to continue forward, just open this door and go down the trap door that was inside the cage. The basement. Now we have to get out of the basement. Find our way through the mansion. Help the last 3 guests out. And if we go up here, we go to the bar in the casino that we saw earlier. So now we can go through this door. We're on to a different room, and now we found a secret passage in the bar. And now our last 2 guests, Thanos and Runes. That's the two people that were wandering around in the beginning of the mansion. We can't do much to help. There's Thanos. But I want to restart this clock. Now this clock is properly reset. Let's restart the day. Okay, 2 o'clock. Thanos is going to be in that room. So the main mechanic of this one is a little tricky, this one. The answer to this one is a little complicated. Let's take the final record. And then let's light up this one that we can light up before. No, they're planning a big entrance. Oh, did you see the golden mask was up there? Just a second? Please, I'll be okay, I'll be there. But I can't help you out. I still hope you're wrong. Alright, thank you. He's a pianist. Okay, here comes runes. Now runes will help us get into the next room. And I never get tired of seeing a messed up creep bar. I don't care how big he is. If he doesn't know the password, he's not stepping foot in the club. Is that? Hey, shut up, you two. Is that? It's Autumn Runes, Ben. I can't spot your handiwork a mile away, widow. I love this work. But he doesn't know the password, then... Oh, shut up about your stupid password. Everyone knows it's Eleanor. Okay, Thanos said the statue is through here, so let's take a look. Fine, but no one else gets a free pass. Okay, let me in. Password? Oh yes, yes sir, Eleanor, very good. Statue's right here, but where he said he'd be. Right. Pull the arm, you say. There we go, just like you said. Can't say I wasn't willing to help a guy out, Thanos. Now maybe just one quick drink. He stays in the bar for quite some time. Chill in the air. I think he starts in the bar at around 3. Smashed to pieces. The Jack of Diamonds. There's the gunshot. And Thanos and Runes die at 10 and 11. And I'll tell you how they die now while we're on our way to get a certain item. They're going to be burned to a crisp by an incinerator that requires 4 statues to be set. But there's a problem. They didn't know what the password was, so they got flash fried instead. So, what is the answer to that puzzle? It's actually quite simple. That it is that Runes didn't press more, spin the machine to I think hearts. Hearts is in the answer. Let's quickly grab this Hungry Charm. because I think one of the ghosts in that bar, in the VIP bar, requires you to get that. To get something. Okay, that's fine. Don't need to talk to you. You're already on your way to your death. Sorry, just being super quiet. Just. I think that's when Thanos leaves the bar. He leaves the bar at around 6:45 to get everything set up. Let's switch over and light this one. And I think I'm supposed to talk to one of these guys. And plays on, voice plays on. That's quite a gross skull thing you have there. Let's do a trade for this thing I found on the large gentleman who passed through here. And we get his invitation. So he basically stole it. So yeah, let's reset the day. Oh. Yeah, I need to go back to the... No, but yeah, it's better off that way. I'll just make a quick reset and then... 8 and then... Hopefully by the time we get back to the theater, they be already dead. So yeah, we have to go through, for both runes and Thanos, we need to go through the day twice. And I think I get what I need. Grayson's invitation. There's no way back up from this side. I think I screwed it up. But I think I can do it later when I get another item. So yeah, right now, we're going to go through the... We finished the right side of the mansion, now we always wanted to... It has something to... And for the big puzzle for these two, it involves the statue. That's the one with the hearts already on there. Can't grab that card, frick. Get through the door. Yes, man, look, taste. Why made you find me a decent mystery, some potential noodle scratcher. If you happen to find such a birthmark here, use this. Get the King of Clubs. And the ghost. And we have to go through this room, side of the room. Thanos will go through this part of the house and go through the flaming door, so we can't follow Thanos there. So we have to go through the library. And this is why we have to go through the mansion twice. Because we don't have enough time to get everything set up, we basically need to get get the whole the left side of the mansion all mapped out before that we can save both Lucas and not Lucas, Runes and Thanos. So yeah, Bible quotes. Creation of a hungry charm. And in the chandelier, we need the To Kill a Bell's mask, and we need the lighter. We go through here super quick. There's a mirror. Strangely enough, we still don't know what the mirror does. And there's a blue door, flaming door. And we get the 9 of spades, and we get the library winding key. And if we look through here, that's the second half of we're on the other side of where Thanos and Runes were, having their big conversation. So they're trying to figure out where Lucas is, the master of this house. It's implied to this point that, yeah, Lucas is the master of the house, the owner of the Sexy Brutale. Horror stories. There's the gun shop for 6p. Murder, so let's grab our lighter and light this candle. And if we talk to this ghost, the drivel in this library, I ask, I mean, that shelf there, handwritten unpublished notes from some tiresome chap, Da Vinci, I think, that whole section over there, some boring TIT banging on about a Riemann hypothesis, they're cracked, yawn. That book of the back pulled the best Zotic out, and on the shelf next to it, it moves. Health hazard, eh? Where is all my smut, sir? Where are all the illustrated geographical studies of dishonorable tribespeople? Where is all the art books with the bosoms and the gentlemen's statues? I find the lack of good old-fashioned obscenity to be completely indecent. I think I need a moment to myself. But yeah, that guy's a prune. Like we said, it reveals a secret passage for the library. Oh, we get the 5 of spades here. And the secret passage to the library, and here's the winding key for this part of the house. And I think we don't need to do anything about that. There's the door that continues into more of the mansion. And we are in the heaven and hell section of the house. And there's a winding key that we need here. And the winding key is... There's poor Thanos, who's about to die shortly. So let's get the winding key into this one. And we need more information because one of the rooms I think it's this one. So yeah, let's have a little quick peek around. Little blue. And that's the device that they're trying to get into. They require all the slot machines to be set to hearts. But Rune didn't know about this. And for Thanos, going to another section. It's getting close. You have to set all 4 statues to spades. Then my moment is about to... I don't know if you believe you are in danger. I hope you are alright. And Lucas, what has happened here? Where are you? Yeah, and Lucas is nowhere to be found. Strangely enough for now. Pasha, and we get the Queen of Hearts. And here's our big problem for this chapter. This one doesn't have the hand crank. We need to find where the hand crank ran off to. This part of the mansion. Here's a card. 3 of Hearts. And we have to somehow find where the hand crank is. Actually, easy. It's in here, but we need to pull the curtain back and run to the other room and look through the eyes in the statue of probably Lucas in his costume. Eight of spades, oh, okay, so mostly all the cards are hidden in. Okay, so now we have a good map of where to find the items that we're looking for. Okay, guys, I can't believe that it worked, though. What did you say this thing used to be before you turned it into an elevator? It was part of the old furnace system. Furnace? How the hell do we doing climbing into the furnace, man? It's been disconnected, of course. Lucas had me create a certain new and highly efficient blah blah new form of boiler. Are you sure? It feels warm in here. It does. Oh no! Yeah, they died from burning. Thanos will die at the bottom of the elevator into the basement, while poor Runes dies up here on this part of the floor. Yep, then there goes the elevator. Now we'll check this room out later. The top section of this part of the mansion. So, it fills the air. Oh yeah, we already got his, so... Yeah, let's reset the day and try to find that missing hand crank. And the answer to find out, first we need to go over here super quick. Go through here. Be super quick in here. We need to just change one thing. The curtain. Cody Boons and Edner Honor Baldels. Oh, this is where they're going to have their dinner. And the master of this house, Lucas, is going to be in elsewhere. There's the missing hand crank. Now we just look through here. And the butler will bring in the hand crank. That's what we need. Open this up. And hides it. This hides in here. Who uses a dumb waiter these days? Dumb restaurant owner? Ha ha ha. God, I'm tired. Oh, back to it then. And Thanos is going to be here at this time. Who's there? Oh, Mr. Thanos. And these two will be here at 3 o'clock. Could grab the hand crank, but we would have to make a huge dash for it at 3. So, before I begin this, we just need to set a few things up. So now that we're pretty much all set up, oh yeah, that's right. Runes is going to be touching only 2 of the switches. In this house, on his way to meet up with Thanos. Oh god, do I have to do this every time? So yeah, let's restart machine to this one, and let's just restart the day. Now we basically got all the information that we need, and I did tell you that when the light is green, that's a good thing, that you're pretty much set for that one. So yeah, the only one that won't be touched is the one in the Grand Hall. That will not be disturbed no matter what. So yeah. Let's do this. Okay, we will have to wait until Runes goes into the bar. There's another person in the bar. Let's light the candle. I think the guy won't let me in. During evening. Let's go in here. Okay, so he just entered the bar. He won't come in at 2:20. And he should enter right about now. And here comes Runes. Oh, a statue, right? Where he said it would be. Right. Pull the arm, you say. There we go, just like you said. Can't stay. I wasn't willing to help the guy out. Now maybe I can just get one drink. 3:05, he goes in. We got a lot of time. And probably right now, Thanos and that guy is already at the pot, just talking. God, the music is so addictively good. Like on certain songs in this game is really good. Okay, let's grab this card super quick. 4 of diamonds. Okay, he goes through this room. What I want to do is go after that arm for the slot in the next room. In the one that was dismantled. Right about now, Thanos and the guy who did it are still talking. Or maybe they just left. I know I get a little bit of damage. So let's go our way to the dumbwaiter and grab the arm. Now we just head back to where the slot machine is. Thanos is just about to leave the room. And let's fix this thing up. The arm is back in. And let's set the machine to hearts. Like we're supposed to. Okay, so we're done with this one. We just have to wait for runes to be finished with the slot machine. And once we get that flipped, basically they're both safe. I can't remember when he arrives. No, he's already been through here. Okay, he hasn't gotten in here yet. I think he comes around 7 or 8, I can't remember. And here comes Runes. Oh, nearly missed this fella. Okay, now let's reset the machine right. Club. Diamond, and this will always be in the order. Heart, and then spade. That's it! That's how you save Thanos and Ruin. Ah, that done it. The statue symbols. I don't understand. This shouldn't be the correct combination. You think maybe the Marquis changed them? I It is possible, but if that was true, then the ones I was working towards, well, it's too terrible to imagine what could have happened. I'm feeling better than I thought I would. Maybe I don't need to wear this mask on right now. Yes, I rather feel the weight has been lifted. Ah, Boone. Lafcardio, how you doing, my man? Did you did you do something with the elevator here? I had the most terrible feeling. Boone, would you mind terribly continuing our search for Lucas? I am worried about him, but he is least likely to be offended when the concern is coming from you. That boy loves you, Luffy. Looks up to you, you know. Even with all this crazy riches, he still has a soul needing saving. Plus, this old fool here owes me a drink. And some of the staff members an apology. There'll be no zero apologizing. The sass on that young man. I tell you, in my day. And that's it. That's all the guests, but one person remaining. Thanos' mask is yours, Boone. And this is our second to last mask. And we get from Thanos architect insight. The genius architect Thanos has an unparalleled knowledge of the sexy Brutale. Visiting certain areas of the mansion will trigger memories and reveal their secrets. Unlock new entries in the bourgeois by using the power when the prompt appears. He knows more about this place than any man, except perhaps Reggie. With that mask, Thanos' knowledge, so much will be revealed to you. Thanos' monument is your path forward, but he can also reveal so much about the mansion and the path you already taken. You opened a path downward, Boone. I want to thank you. There is something so precious down there in the dark. Come and find me. So yeah, we're going to enter the basement of the mansion. And this is where the room Thanos would be if he died. And time resets. Saturday. The basement. And I'll be right back. I need to do something super quick. I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry. Just need to take care of something. Okay, so. Okay, let's scan here with Luke. Not Lucas. Thanos' knowledge. Now we open another entry, so. We got a lot of things to do in this house. In this section of the mansion. We need to go through here first. We got a lot of things to do, so let's grab the playing card. We can't really get the arm at the moment. We need that slot machine arm again. So we have to come back here at 3. There's the chest that we can open to get a card. So a lot of things are now available to us. And I think we got half of the cards. 6 of hearts. The basement. And now we have the secret passage from the theater room. And hold on one more second. I just realized something. Okay, sorry again. Now it's almost 3. Whiskey. Yeah, this is a wine cellar. For good wine. Crammed down here. Japanese ghost stories. Okay, yeah, I got the statue's arm that we needed. So yeah, we had to come back at 3 in order to get our hands on it. And in this room, I think that's where the servants usually goes to. This is the room for all the electronics, so that's where they shut down the power in this room. And we grabbed 7 diamonds in here. There's another mirror for this room. So we can't really do much, so we have to continue down this weird place into the heart of this room. In this room. Boone. This place is not like the rest of the mansion. This is where the Marquis keeps some of his most powerful secrets locked up tight. Behind this statue, I believe, there is a door. You need to find a way to open it. If I can talk to him, if I could just see what I I cannot stay here. Please, Boone. Help me see what's behind this door. And there's one of the servants already up there. Oh, I could do something here super quick. It requires for continuing on. And there's this weird prison cell. You dip the goblet in. And we pour it onto this tree. Nothing will happen right now. But we have to do this 2 more times. And let's... Can't access this. No memory of it. And there's a slot machine here that requires the statue arm. Flip it 2 hearts. Now this room becomes available. And it enters into a graveyard. We'll find out what's really going on. Clay Rock Ridge. Red Rock Ridge. And finally, Autumn Maroons. These are the people who's been dying here in this godforsaken house. Red flower. One of the flowers has been replaced by another. Gray, clay. Let's switch it with clays. Gold belongs to runes. And Red Rock Ridge. Flowers take root in the soil and boons. There's a gasket here. Eleanor Bonds. We've been hearing about a person named Eleanor for our journey. It seems that Eleanor had died as well, like all the other guests. Clearly there is something fishy going on in this house, in the basement. Something that just doesn't make sense. How are they alive? They are already dead. In this room, these are all the guests that we have met this far. In order, right down to the right order. We have Sixpence, shot, Clay, poisoned, Spider poisoned instead. Trinity always hears the girl put her in with the spider. Widow. Drowning to mundane. Drowning to mundane. Despair into hanging. Tequila. Lethal self-alliteration. Then feed to the spider. Red. Self-determination on electrics. Manipulate affections as needed. Grayson, lure, entrapped, impale. Autumn, render in the furnace. Finally, Thanos avoids the left shaft, immolated instead. So yeah, people die in this house. We still don't know why, and there's a weird giant record. The Queen of Diamonds. There's the electricity going off. Roulette bowl. And don't worry about the power cable, it completely permanently stays on after when you solve the puzzle. So yeah, we have to return. There's the charred remains of Thanos. When we go to Thanos, his invitation becomes ours. And let's restart the day. Saturday. Yeah, we're going to be restarting a lot in this part of the house. Because one of the puzzles to turn on the machine requires us to feed the plant water in the jail cell in the prison a couple of times, 2-3 times. So let's return here super quick to grab that ball. And this is where the hand dealer, the Grim Reaper in the casino where Clay was playing against, gets repaired and fixed up like a laboratory. And while we're here, we can do this one again. Grab the cocktail goblet, get it some water, and put it on the tree. It's starting to grow. From what we noticed, some of it's wet. After another restart, it'll grow, and one more time should do it. And we can get a card in here by playing pinball. The Ten of Hearts. There's a girl hanging in the darkness, a man with a shotgun, a stage with spikes, and more. It needs a ball to play. And we're missing one card to get to the other side of this weird hell dimension. Use the mask. And in this room, it requires a certain sequence to get this room on, so press this one, this one, this one, this one, and finally this one. Something is happening. It reveals a patient. Hospital room, and involves one of the guards, one of the staff, one of the people on staff. There's a person on the slab. The mask appears to be some kind of ventilator, forcing to breathe into their lungs whenever they want it or not. So this person was alive. So yeah, we need to reset the day one more time. Saturday. Actually, is there a map to get into the basement? In the second floor. The basement. Oh yeah, there's the mirror. The mirrors. So I think we need the certain thing before we can get to inside the cage. Okay, let's see what I need. I need to get Grayson's, and I don't know where Tequila Bell's invitation is. But I think I can quickly look it up, or I just don't need to. Just wasting my time. Oh yeah, actually I think I know how to get that one. Now that I think about it. Let's do this one more time. Fill it up with water, pour it onto the plant. So someone must have spent a lot of time here. And with that, we can now enter the chamber. The Marquis's secret chamber. So let's head inside, see what's going on. So what's in here? What the? Someone's inside that machine. Oh my god, what has he done to you? Run. This is this? And here's the man in the golden mask. Well, well, this is truly tiresome. I mean, well done, and so forth. You found my secret, etc., etc. I know it must look cruel, chaining what appears to be a madman up in a dungeon, using these mirrors to show him the guests being murdered over and over again, tormenting him until his tears of sorrow and rage fill the tank that is his prison. It's all very necessary, you see. Yes, I can see how you look at me, but... Boone, take this and get out of here. No, I'd rather think not. Yes, that's better. I control every part of this world. This creature, however, is what you might consider the battery. He is my power source. The two of you were the only aspects outside my grasp. But now, I think it's time to end this. Not with a bang or a fanfare, but with a simple snap of my... what? How dare you? Go! We get the sapphire tier ring. Run, Boone! This is very much not over. So yeah, now we know the secret inside the basement. There's someone down there. Now we're back here. And now our mission is to find a use for the sapphire tier ring. And that is going to require going to a place that we haven't gone to yet. That's on the first floor. basement. And this will take us to the pub, I think, the bar. At the house. So currently we have to go to a different part of the house that we have not gone to yet. To the grand lobby and ballroom. Now we can access this part of the house. And there's still the mystery of that last guest that we haven't seen yet. But I can tell you now, he dies. I know how he dies. The last guest dies by falling to his death in this room at around 4 o'clock, with the sounding of the glass being broken. And I'm just gonna wait here until 4. Boom. And it's almost 4. So the last guest will be here very shortly. That's Sixpence's death. And around this time, our last guest is right about now. And there's the last guest. Something fell off the cloth tower head. It's hard to make out from the flower bed. So yeah, that's the last guest's fate. He dies from falling. But that's not our concern right now. We haven't been told to help him yet. And let's use the mask. This wonderful garden. We have all our key items. The inventory, the sapphire tear ring, a blue tear-shaped ring given to you by the bloodied girl. And a quaint little cottage. Path here is just one tiny little house. The door is marked with a teardrop. It will not open. So, who's inside this house? There is a woman living in the house who's pregnant. And there's one of the mirrors. So, let's enter. The door is reacting to the Marquis's signet ring. Now, we can go inside and talk to her. What the? Fire! There's a huge fire! How did this happen? First, we need to get our way out of this room. That's screwed up. So we have to reset time, and it'll make the path continue forward to us, clear to us, to get through this section. Okay, time resets. Now we can go through this door. And that room is permanently burnt behind us, so we can't go through through there. Let's go through this door. Nothing but fires. Somehow this place gets set on fire. So let's make sure that she's safe. At least this place isn't burst into flames. Okay, she's okay. And there's her mask. I'm assuming. Lafcadio? It's been such a long time. Would you talk to Lucas? Something seems to be troubling him. He always looks up to you, you know. I know he teases you dreadfully about your lifestyle. But he respects you enormously, more than anyone else I know. I believe he's always wanted to be more like you. Perhaps when he's a little older, or more mature, I should say. Oh, you have our ring. Can I see it? And with that, she upgrades our ring to the Ruby Heart ring. I remember you presenting it to us when you married us. You must take it. Lucas will be missing it, I'm sure. Tell him I just need a rest. This little guy is heavy. I hope he wouldn't be mad that I'm missing the party. I know he loves the mansion, but this is all we ever really need. That's right, this right here, this is our perfect little world. Please tell him I will wait for him, won't you? I'll be right here, whenever he is ready. And thanks to her, a red heart-shaped ring given to you by the bloody girl and blessed by Eleanor Bones, the wife of the Marquis, Lucas. That was Eleanor, the Marquis's wife. We know that she's dead at this point. So what happened? She was always here, safe in this place. You've seen some of the truth now. The mansion was on fire. The guests died. It should have ended there. But that creature in the golden mask, somehow he brought them all back, torturing us over and over. I tried to help them. I tried to find some peace in this pain. He is so strong. But with that ring, I believe you can stop him. There's a secret place Sixpence was so close. Take that ring to the room where Runes died. It will unlock the path. Eleanor left her mask for you. Take it. So remember the furnace room? There was an upper floor? That's where we have to go. To the double doors. To confront the man in the golden mask. And with that, we have acquired our last gift. Eleanor's Mirror Walk. Eleanor was the life and soul that connected the people and places of the sexy Brutale. Her mask allows you to travel by stepping into the mirrors placed throughout the mansion. You can now walk through any mirror in the sexy Brutale. The movements of all the stats and guests has also been revealed to you on the map. She always tried so hard to see the best in people, but it was it but it's what you see that will matter. Now look into the mirror. We can now use her mirror. And she's crying over the crib. So, yeah. I think the baby died with her. With Eleanor. I have never seen inside that place, you know. I'm not sure wherever to rage impromptly or just be quietly glad. Anyway, I watched you, Love Cardio. Your arrival was somewhat unexpected. All these years you've done your dutiful loop, dying alone with sixpence in the mansion, in the cathedral. Then all of a sudden, one day, you're running around, ruining everything. It took me a little while to figure it out. And then, of course, I knew that bloody creature had to be involved. I'm sure she has spun all the tales about me. What's happening here? I'm sure they have left out some rather important information. I will be utterly candid with you now, Boone. I could end this right now. I could end you. I have the power. But we might all be monsters here. I want you to see, to understand. Come with me. So yeah. Now we're stuck with the man in the golden mask. Sixpence's murder. Now, the first question is, am I really a murderer? And to that, the answer is, most assuredly, yes. You see this man here, dear Reginald? I killed him, stone dead. It wasn't my finger that pulled the trigger, but it was my command. Family as well, you know. Yeah, so he's already confessing to all the crimes and all the bloody murders we've seen. Ah, the heart of the casino, our dear friend Clay. In this scenario, I had him die from a shot of venom from the same spider which would go on to devour his precious wife. He did like a drink, Clay, but never when he was working, you know. Yeah, he died from poison. Next is Trinity, who died from eaten by the spider. So fitting. She was so beautiful, Trinity, the moth by moonlight. It was what Clay called her. She loved that name. A moth. So I thought it would be very fitting for her to be eaten by my giant spider. I never had one, you know. I'm sure nothing could possibly grow that big. But by gods, I wish they did. I would have kept it in a room just like this one. So yeah, the pieces starting to fit together. When we enter the basement, things start not making sense anymore. Grandma and Willow Blue's death. This one was rather fantastical. When we found that fish, I did so wanted to believe the stories of voodoo fish. I rather suspect it was just a guppy with some particularly bright colors. The man who sold it to me must have thought I was the most gullible person under the sun. But I wasn't paying for the fish. I was paying for the story. Eleanor called me a fool, but she did love to watch him in his tank. Best fortune I ever spent. I like to say that Willow would never have hanged herself, but then a long time ago I stopped even trying to pretend I could understand what another person might do. God, this soundtrack is eerie in this one. Willow's face is contorted in agony. At one point you thought this creature held the answers, but he's just a fiction, a boogeyman. Tequila Bell. Miss Tequila Bell, what a voice. She was a living work of art. I murdered her with the notes of a song, and then I had my staff throw her down the garbage chute. Carnage that he's created. Red and Grayson. Grayson and Red. It really wasn't a party until those two got here. Grayson really is such a complete scoundrel, but by God he's fun. Or he was, at least. Red really would have done anything for him. I'm almost certain that it would be so much better, so much more painful if Grayson had gone second and Red had to watch him die first. Yes, perhaps I'll change this one. He somehow has reality warping powers and able to stop time as he wishes. And the furnace, where runes come out of the furnace burnt alive. Ah, Outram rune. I smelt him down in a furnace like a big gold bar. My mansion has many strange and wonderful creations, but a lift that doubles as an incinerator? That would have been something. I would like to think that if Rune were able to choose how he went, then perhaps he would have chosen something like this. Though, in a way, he almost did. The fire. Yeah. Rune did die in fire. With the big fire. Small hope that his heart gave out before he burned to death. Fire blasts from the furnace. Finally, Thanos. Burnt to a crisp. Thanos, what a mind to waste. It wasn't just this mansion that he built, you know. There are similar works of architectural genius of his genius all over the country. He was a grouchy and often tiresome old man, but that mind was like a cracked diamond. At least his works will live on. Well, Boone, you heard my confession. As I said, I am a murderer. This is not a brag or a boast. I am not good or clever for it. I am sinful and gross. I have killed everyone in this mansion, but there is one person who did not die. The operating room. One man who survived the events of the day here, who woke up in a broken body with a broken mind. They put a mask on his face, and a machine forced him to breathe until he was fit to stand. A man who served his time, but time that could never be enough. So the person who was still alive was the one locked up in here. In the graveyard. A man who lived when all the others did not. I would like you to meet that man, Boone. I would like you to meet him and then decide if this day should end. All the people who died. The crypt marks Eleanor. You know somehow that the grave is real. She is here. Yep, she's dead. The crypt marked Lucas. It is empty. So Lucas is the one still alive. And there's the double doors. Will lead us to the end. The answer will be behind these doors. Come and find me there. She and I will be waiting for you. So yeah, now all the clues have been put together. Saturday. So yeah. We could go to the double doors now. But first, we need to do something first. I want to get the last two invitations. Okay, this is where we're gonna continue. And we got some stuff that we need to do. Don't need to go to the bar. We need to go here. Oh, actually, I actually remember where it is now, one of the invitations. Ten of spades. Now we can use the mirror. This complete, wait. Got all the items. Cards here. Now let's use the mirror. Now we're in the basement. Finding forever. Check for hearts. Now we're in the basement once again. That's the casino. Now we can go through all these tubes in the basement. music room. The 4 clubs. And I think that's the infernal elevator. Oh, the heaven and hell suite. And this is where we have to go in order to continue. So there's 2 cards here. Besides, I didn't want to go up down there. I wanted to go through here. Through the mirror. The casino. I want to go to the music room. No, this is the library. Actually, I'm on the right floor. Great, I can't go through there. And there's a mirror in the theater. I thought this was the most logical way of going to the theater. But that's library. Okay, that's the heart. The heart of the basement. There's the theater. This is the heaven room. The casino. So I guess I have to go the long way around to get to the guests' suite, and then the music room. At this point, I'm just probably going to go after the invites and then end the game there. O'clock. Jolly good show. Hello indeed. Come to assert the talent that was here. Just plumbing necklace having bosom. You can't keep that. Actually, there's a real thing so much more alluring. And we get her invitation. We just need one more, and I know where it is now. I just remember where it was. We got all but one. And we can't get the last one in the last part of the mansion. We're going to do the end of the game by going through the mirror and heading to the heaven and hell room section of the house. Did I open this one? Yeah, I did. Go through the mirror. The basement. Straight to the heaven and hell room. And there it is. The heaven and hell staircase. There's the double-decker doors. As used, the door is reacting to the Marquis' signal ring. The blue flames die down. And now we go up the stairs. And we're back in the chapel. This is where we were at the beginning of the game. And we couldn't go through this door because of all the blue flames. So it's 3 o'clock, so Reginald is going to get killed any minute around 5. Getting shot. We have the chapel's winding key, so now we can use this. Open the door. Use the clock. And let's reset the time to take us back. And the invitation for the last guest, the 9th and final guest, Grayson. is in where the safe was at the beginning of the game. When Reginald goes through here through the safe. We get his invitation. The gang's all here. We don't need lore. Let's light this room. Talk to the ghost. So we talked at last. It's been a wrong love for you all to come back here. Take this. And I fly on. The King of Diamonds. Master Sixpence, that is. Got a little bit mixed up. This place does that to you. And use Tequila Bell to open the way into the secret passage behind the glass. Well found, Boone. Let's, please, come and join me. And a secret passage is behind this room. And who knows what's inside this room? We're about to find out. Doing the end game. We're very high up now. I cannot control you. I cannot make you a part of my world, not truly. But perhaps once you see, you will decide for yourself whether or not this world is the right one for us. This is Lucas Bones, the Marquis of the Sexy Brutale. And he is our last guest. And he is the final guest of this house. Lucas Bones, the master of the house, husband to Eleanor, who died. Lucas, my Lucas, I have brought us all here to judge this man, or rather to sentence him. His guilt is not in question. You don't understand. Please, he is a good man. We shall see. Boone, watch carefully. And this is how he died. Well, he didn't die. There's time. There's still plenty of time. It's Sixpence's calculations, after all. The explosives are all primed. Everything will go off once at the stroke of midnight. A garden full of my guests safely outside by then. And the garden full of witnesses to clear me of any wrongdoing. It's risky. But the insurance, it's a new life for Eleanor and I. Something a little less extravagant this time. Lucas. My Lucas. Please, he's a good man. Heavy. Sixpence, I'm afraid I've rather lack your finesse. I don't want to see this. You'll be very disappointed, old chap. You've done a much neater and smaller job. Oh, where's my... I think I must have left it in the other room. Yes, you turn your face away. How easy for you, how easy to look the other way. I am the one who has to keep everything together. Is it perfect? No. But this is what is right. The closest thing to right to anyone. Please, he's a good man. My beautiful mansion. I will miss you so dearly. But you are also a gamble, and not one of has paid off. This house is not always winning, and you're a luxury I can no longer afford. It's time to cash the check. What? What was that? Oh my god, no! Fire! The theater, but how? The casino, no! No, no, no! The timer, did I do something wrong? No, it can't be, how can this be happening? I have to get out. Ellie! Ellie! No, no! Oh god, what have I done? And he falls to his death. We see in the garden around 4 o'clock. He survived that fall. A little bruised, somewhat broken, but he lived. And there you have it, Boone. This man set a fire in his own mansion for nothing more than an insurance. The guests in the mansion, they didn't truly die to giant spiders or demon fish or crushing cages. They died in the fire that this man set. I have kept this mansion running, embellished the death, added some flair, but this is the man truly responsible for the deaths in this mansion. This isn't everything, you don't know. It's more than enough. We will wait, Boone. If you can figure out if you wish to save this man, then go ahead, I will not stop you. So yeah, we got 4 o'clock to save Lucas. And we're gonna have to wait a bit. He did this, Boone. They are all dead, all of them. They were real because of him. They're all gone. Yes, torment, yes, suffering. That's the price we pay, that I pay. Imagined gone, but I have made it whole again. Look at him. Think of what he did. She would destroy all that we have left. This is ours, Boone. Our home. Please, he's a good man. I love him. I don't want him to suffer. Please, put an end to this sorrow. What kind of life is this? Please, there has to be something more. We've been here for so long. It is not about changing what he did, just about what he could be. I want him to suffer. Well, I've done all I can. I have to give. So we have to wait until Lucas goes back through a second time. And we have to wait a bit. And we can't go through the door into the next room. So we gotta wait until when Lucas goes back into the room the second time. That's when we will have enough time to move to the bomb, and there he goes. He's going to go back into the room. That's our chance. we will reset the day, and we'll be in the next room that we couldn't get into before. Saturday. And the answer to the puzzle is, yeah, and the room is closed off from here. So all we have to do is use the wire cutters of Rune's wire cutters to cut the wires from the bomb, and that will save Lucas. And now he's safe. Wait, this wire is cut. Who? Wait, this isn't right. The timer. I made a mistake. This would have gone off early. My God, Boone. I think we can forego having the mask chase you, Boone. There's no need for that anymore. Not here. Lafcadio? What are you doing here? Please, you have to leave. This, I can explain. Or rather, I don't imagine I need to. I am so sorry, old friend. I should have told you, but you can be rather proper, no? I'm going to burn this place down. You know I love this place. It's everything. But I love her more. We have a child on the way, you know. And this mansion, the costs, is she a drain of it? I'm not young, reckless gambler I used to be, Laffy. I thought you'd be proud. I've locked those demons up tight. No more chasing the high stakes for me. Though I will admit this plan was somewhat thrilling, but I've timed it so that everything will detonate once everyone is safely outside. There's one of these devices in every fireplace, and the fireplaces are all connected, but no one will be hurt. But then, it's the darndest thing. This wire here was cut, and I just noticed a rather terrible mistake. I think if it hadn't been cut, then everything would have gone off early. I can't imagine what would have happened. You see, he never meant it. He never meant to hurt anyone. Please stop this torture. Eleanor, is that you? So yeah, the bloody girl was Eleanor this whole time. No, he didn't intend, but he acted. They all died. He killed them, Boone. He killed everyone he ever cared about. His friends, his own wife, his unborn child. We don't deserve to be forgiven. They don't deserve to be forgotten. Don't you see, Boone? This is how I kept them alive. This party, this day. I keep that agony fresh. I see their faces. I remember them. She would have us forgive ourselves. She would let us go. She would have you live. But I'm not ready. I will never be ready. Please, Boone. Boone? Everything you see in this mansion, it's a memory of a broken man, reliving the nightmare of the night he murdered everyone dear to him. One terrible act that he wished he could take back, every second that he had lived since. There is only one man responsible for everything happening in this mansion. Lucas. We already know the Marquis is Lucas. Now the man of the golden mask reveals the truth. He is also Lucas. And Boone, our main character, was actually Lucas this whole time. So yeah, this is a crazy twist. Look how old you have gotten, my love. It's time. We must go to see him. So who was the person in the tank as well, in the basement? That's also Lucas. It's a crazy Bioshock twist, really. That everyone and the staff, they are all Lucas. Every single one of them was Lucas this whole time. It's been more than 40 years, Lucas. You punished yourself long enough. You almost died when you fell. Then it's been like you, but then it's been like you stayed alive just to make sure you suffered. You were hospitalized near death. You went to prison, but it wasn't enough. You haven't suffered and missed us every day. We aren't here to forgive you, Lucas. You will never have that. We are gone, and we cannot say the words. You cannot ever know if we would say those words. But as much as you have hated yourself, you have always known one thing. In your heart of hearts, you know that I would not have wanted you to suffer forever. One day, enough would be enough. Today can be that day, Lucas. If you want, if you are ready. You don't have to forget. You only have to forgive yourself just enough to live. His very appearance is painful for me to look at, just as my appearance is painful for you. He is the king of this mansion. He is perhaps the purest glimpse into your soul, my love. Frail, ragged, and alone, but beyond powerful. Enough rage and pain and grief to destroy and rebuild this mansion 100,000 times over. Trapped down here, watching his friends murdered over and over through these mirrors. He is the king of this mansion, but a puppet king. It's time to release him from his torment. Take your mask, Lucas. It will return every aspect of yourself. Then let us go. Let us all go. It doesn't mean you forget. I love you. There is one other option. Walk away. Use the watch. Turn back time and let the party start again. We will all be here. Your friends will be here. Your mansion, your memories. You don't have to let them go. It is your choice. Do you want to reset the day? No. This place is yours, Lucas. It is horrible and broken and twisted. You don't have to be a prisoner here. I love you. I love you so much, and you loved me. I know you are sorry. I know it's not enough, but it is done. Let some of the pain go. Live your life. Goodbye, my love. Let's use the power of the last mask. And he is free. They go through the mirrors. God, this music is so good. And it's doing all the things that we did throughout our playthrough. To save all the people in this mansion, they are free. all the sins and all the painful memories of this house is finally undone. The cutting of the wire for Lucas. That's it. They are free now. Goodbye, my love. Wherever I am, I'm always here. Visit if you want. Don't stay too long. It's time to make new memories. Time to live the life you still have. Time to move on, old man. And there's Lucas in the graveyard. And now he is free. And that's it. And that's the Sexy Brutale. And it's still as good as when I first played through this. So, yep, everybody's free. All the guests are free. And the game is over. Effectively over. You can still go through the mansion. You can basically go through the mansion. The Marquis invites you. And that's it. That's everything. All the guests are free. We are free. We got all the invites. And yeah, let's wrap this up with the guests. Let's go through all the guests with their invites, and I'll be done. So, the Clockwork Baron. Reginald Sixpence is a genius clockmaker and mechanic who originally commissioned to create the example timepieces featured throughout the mansion. On one visit, he brought his niece along to help with the particularly challenging piece. After the Marquis met her, the rate of Sixpence's invitations to the mansion increased dramatically over the years, and the events that followed, the two men became extremely close. But Reginald could be somewhat blind to the invitations and emotions of others. He has become disjointed that one of the Marquis' projects that Sixpence helped with may have a darker and more dangerous aim that he imagined. The brute in the suit, Clay Rockridge, was previously the head of security at the Sexy Brutale, but over the years became firm friends with the Marquis. Powerful and intimidating, he and his much gentler brother, head cooperator, Red, oversaw many of the most successful and influential evenings at the Sexy Brutale. Clay's background as a prize fighter meant he was not the most beautiful of men, but his extraordinary wife still found something deep and good in his voice and actions, even at least to overcome any exterior ruggedness. Clay has struggled with drink, but never had any trouble staying sober while on duty. Shifting his addictive nature to focusing on work meant that he's truly effective partner to the Marquis, but one with a darker side. The Moth by Moonlight, Trinity, Carrington. The blind artist Trinity is one of the most gifted sculptors in the world. The Marquis saw one of her statues while visiting a church with another of the guests in the mansion and tracked her down to create the carvings that decorate the Sexy Brutale. The elegance of her work is quite at odds with her wicked sense of humor and complete disregard of rules. She was caught cheating at cards using her extraordinary sense of touch and hearing, but this diseaseless situation introduced her to her future husband, the head of security Clay Rockridge, so she considered herself a winner regardless. Willow Blue, the flame in the dark. The Marquis knew there was something special about Willow when he first met her in a curiosity shop deep in the swamps. He were correct, though she never speaks of it. Willow Blue is the closest that of the old families that have to royalty. There is a drop of ancient magic in her veins, giving her strange, dark gifts that allows her to see what others cannot. The Marquis struck a deal with Willow, engaging her services to seek out unusual artifacts to display in the mansion, but she has a deep concern over one of the more exotic gifts the Marquis has found for his wife. Tequila Belle, the Southern Siren. Even though her extraordinary modest upbringing, Tequila Belle had truly an extraordinary voice. The Marquis had long admired her as a performer, with her staggered when he learned that she was a stepsister of Trinity Carrington. Since she was the first invited, Tequila had intended to swing at every masked ball. Her usual accomplice is the pianist Red Rockridge, but she and the Marquis would also practice together, sometimes long into the night. Though there was never any outward improbability, these sessions was eventually called to a halt by the Marquis shortly after he met his wife. Grayson was bluntly an uncommonly good commission thief in his youth. He was involved in several very high-profile burglaries, but was eventually caught when his swagger outgrew sense, as Grayson put it. After his stay in prison, voluntarily I could always have picked the lock. The Marquis contacted Grayson and requested that he provide security for the mansion. Grayson did so in spades, kickstarting his security business at the same time. The Marquis liked to tease Grayson about his past and would purchase items of great value to hide in the mansion, including, it seems, the treasure that Grayson was arrested for going after in the first place. So the Moloch egg was the one that got him. The gentle the light-fingered locksman. The gentle Goliath. Although his brother Clay was a prizefighter in the family, it was never in dispute that Red was simply a different league when it came to sheer physical power. But Red never had any interest in conflict. His skillful musician hands and improvising statues make him an extraordinary and popular head composer at the Sexy Batal. At the party this year, he is accompanying Grayson on his search for one of the Marquis' treasures. Red might not approve of the plan, but he would follow Grayson to the end of this world to the next. Arum Runes, the Minus Giant, is a descent of the family of master goldsmiths. As a youngster, Rune worked tirelessly in the forges, smelting with methods of his own devilishly deceiving. He created hardened steels for the most challenging industrial designs, as well as the inventorying delicate figural techniques no one could match. Fumes from a particularly demanding project aggravated a dormant medical condition, but Runes was able to create a specialized welding mask to monitor his heart rate. Runes is responsible for many of the most elegant pieces of art and engineering throughout the mansion. Thanos, the Blueprint Prince. Master architect Thanos is one of the most gracious minds behind some of the most ingenious features of the Sexy Batal. He and many of the other guests of the mansion have worked together over the years to create hidden features or works of art throughout the building. His knowledge of the mansion is unparalleled, but even he is not privy to all the Marquis' secret. Something has been troubling him about the behavior of the staff. Thanos' attempt to leverage his knowledge of little-known pathways to get to the truth, but it was not worked out as he hoped. in the Red Chamber. A room of true horrors exists in this twisted, dark heart of the mansion. An ancient man, his body broken and ravaged by the atrocities he had endured, hangs suspended in the chamber that forces breath in and out of his lungs. Surrounding him are 7 mirrors showing him the murders of the guests throughout the mansion. With every death, the man weeps tears of blood. When the tank is full, a nightmare engine rains the blood down over the mansion, starting the same hellish day all over again. He is near mindless source of power that fuels the tireless day of the sexy Patal. This is the throne room of the King in Red, the secret haven. Hidden away in the mansion gardens, there is a tiny cottage where the Marquis and his wife would spend their time together when not planning and organizing the hectic and draining schedule of the mansion. It was a solace for both of them, and more time the Marquis spent there, the more he longed to retreat from the demands of the mansion and its streets, and spend more time with his wife, preparing for a new life as a growing family. It is, I cannot go on. The room of old habits. You found me again, eh? You dare lock me away. I missed you, old friend. I will rip you apart. The adventures we got up to together, you were mine. Don't you miss those days? Your rage and joy is nectar. Let's play around together. I will only need one. I know there's so much to think about, to catch up on, given. It's all so easy. Just deal the card. Deal the card. Spin the wheel. I will never let you leave. It'll just be like old times. Come closer. These chains really aren't necessary. Come closer. The sexy Brutale. Fire raging throughout the mansion. How did this all come to be? Where is it? Where is this? Can it be real? There must be a path through the flames, a way to fight past this hellish burning nightmare to a better place on the other side. That is what the storybooks teach us, surely. That past event, every great trial are the green fields of success and happiness. Then let us forge onward. Let us push through the pain and the blind hope that somehow, in some way, a better world exists. The chapel. The Marquis was not a religious man, not in his youth at least, but his wife was. The Marquis cherished her. He originally built the chapel as a gift for Eleanor, then over the years found himself spending more and more time of his free movements in the quiet contemplation here. Whenever he had a difficult decision to make, it was here that the Marquis would sit and think. He felt increasingly guilt over the fact that he had also used the construction of the stained glass window as a particularly devious cover for one of his most closely guarded secrets, the planning room. This room is covered in sketches and diagrams and notes with the scale replica of the sexy Brutale mansion on the table. The model shows every fireplace in the mansion marked cleverly with a flag. Pieces of clockwork mechanism and violet-looking substance are scattered around. It appears that the Marquis and Sixpence were collaborating on a secret project together. To what end? To what purpose? The clock tower. Welcome to my home, old friend, or should I say our home. It feels good to finally be able to speak face to face. Well, the gold mask does somewhat get in the way, but we always understood each other, haven't we? Thanos? No. I'm afraid it's me who's been leaving you these little notes. It's always been me. I built this place brick by brick, sweat, tears, and blood. I'm glad that you are here in a way, to see where it all began, or where it all ended. It can be all yours. It can be ours. After all, what else is left, old friend? Lafcadio Boone, the sinful preacher. In his youth, Boone was a gambler and a casino owner, much like the Marquis, but in his older years he renounced his indulgent lifestyle and turned to religion. How the two first met is unclear, but over the years they became firm friends, and Boone has always been something of a guide and a mentor to Lucas. When trying to cope with the pain and loss of his family, the pain that ultimately created the mansion never-ending loop, Lucas imagined himself as Boone, drawing what left of solace he could from his old friend's faith and strength. The Marquis, a wild and eccentric gambler, Lucas' addiction brought him to the brink of ruin and madness before fortune smiled upon him, making him rich beyond what his wildest dream. He created the sexy Brutale casino mansion, but his cost mounted and his priorities changed. He sought a way to escape, resulting in the criminal death of those he held dearest, and destroying everything he was or dreamt of. Over the decades that passed, Lucas had relived the consequences over and over, unsure whether the death or life in torment was his correct punishment. Perhaps now, finally, the manifest love in his wife's memory has allowed this old man to have some peace in his final days. The Red Dove, Eleanor, met Lucas through her uncle, Reginald Sixpence. Originally, she was enraptured by his flair and charm, but as the two fell in love, Lucas came really on her grace and judgment in almost all challenges they faced together. When Eleanor became pregnant, everything changed for Lucas, and he began to look for ways to provide a secure future for both of them. Her death and that of her unborn child unmade Lucas's life. Their memory is pure agony to him, but he also knows that she would not want him to suffer forever. The events of the Sexy Brutale were born from the impossible conflict between these two states of mind. The Bloodied Girl. The Bloodied Girl is the manifest memory of Lucas's wife, Eleanor. His wife brought purest joy to Lucas, but knowing that he caused her death is white-hot impossible grief and agony. The Bloodied Girl has been trapped in the mansion all these years that Lucas has tormented himself. To look upon her his torture, with every detail of her suffering impossible to forget, etched across every part of her face and body. But within her memory is a seed of forgiveness. Lucas knows deep down that she would still want him, one day, to be able to move on and live a life, so not everything of worth was lost on that one terrible night. The Traumatary Bone. The Gold Skull. The man in the golden skull mask is the terrible aspect of Lucas that never wishes for him to forgive himself in his mind. The mansion has been created to keep the tortured memories of everyone fresh and alive. In a way, the Gold Skull believes that he honors them as best as he can by never allowing them to be forgotten, and never allowing him, Lucas, the Marquis, to forgive himself and move on with his life. Gold Skull has ruled the mansion and Lucas's mind for decades, and only in the most recent of times has the love of Eleanor as... Hold on, I'll be right back, super quick. Okay, sorry about that. as the bloody girl made the thinnest crack in the nightmare prison that he created. Gold Skull's will shapes the mansion, but the raw power to impose his vision is drawn from a deeper, darker well, the King in Red. And that's all the secrets. Everything in the mansion. Except for some of the places that you can get with Thanos' mask. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the game. I all hope that you all enjoyed this playthrough of the Sexy Brutale. And I will see you on the next playthrough. So until then, have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you next time. This has been Josh24214, and bye for now. And enjoy this goddamn song. This is such a good